Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Doodle stream, where every Friday here on Twitch and YouTube, we spend 3 hours together while I attempt to doodle out your ideas and suggestions from the chat. Before we dive in the doodles for today, I'd like to remind everyone where you guys can find me outside of our time here together. Check out my website, KevinAHinkle.com, right there on the bottom of your screen. Or you can find me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. If you'd like to see just my work as a freelance artist, you can follow me at MrHinkleDraws across all the different social medias. So if you have a preference for which one, I probably have an account there. If it's within your means, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. Patreon helps content creators all across the globe by providing a platform for their fans to pledge continuous financial support. Tiers are as low as $1 a month, and that does earn you all kinds of exclusive content, goodies, and gifts in the mail, and shout outs during all videos and live streams. So all the names you see on the screen right now have pledged their support, and I cannot thank them enough for their generosity. So thank you guys for enabling me to do stuff like this on a regular basis. If you like more information about how my Patreon works, just head over to patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws for all the information you need. A couple things that I want to run through. There's a ton of you here, which is super awesome. Nice to see all of you guys here. Hello. Really quickly, let me just say hello, Classic Bricks. Hello, Bama Bricks. Hello, John Y. and Fazoom and Lindsay. And I think I saw Jeff. Yep, Jeff and Ken. Hello, Ken. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. Johnny Tardy. Hello, over on Twitch. Nice to see you there. Chop is here. Butt Chop 2021. It's almost your year. It is almost your year, my friend. Almost. So welcome in, everybody. And speaking of Bama Bricks is on stream with me today. Hello, Bama.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for volunteering your time to wrangle the Wild West that is the chat of my stream.
Yes, I'm look forward to it.
Actually, it's not that wild. But I do appreciate the extra support. And yes, Ken, don't forget this is a drama-free zone. You know, I found that I don't have to say it as often these days. You know, I was thinking about that just recently. I'm like, wow, I don't even, like half the times I don't even say it because I feel like I don't even have to anymore. So that's nice. But it is a drama-free zone. I don't like rude or hateful or just toxic conversations. So keep all of that somewhere else. So a couple things I want to run through before we start drawing. As per usual, right? I got your attention, so I've got things I want to share. Let's see here. Okay, first of all, last night over on my Etsy store, yeah, I have an Etsy store. You guys know that. You already know all that. Etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. We are rapidly approaching the end of the year, and I got a bunch of original artwork still sitting over in my store. I have slashed the prices on all of it, every single one. So stuff dropped $20, stuff dropped $30. So you can see here, I just took this screenshot earlier this morning. So there's still a bunch of stuff over there in the store if you're interested in picking something up. The color stuff is all $30. The black and white stuff is $20. And I've got a couple things in there that are even back from 2019. And I bumped those down to $15. So this is bargain hunting now. But check that out. I want to make sure artwork is going out to a good home. I don't need to stockpile it. So check that out. Etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. All the original artwork is all discounted. Another reminder, I brought this up last time, but I wanted to bring it up again. Let me turn off that. I am putting together a very, very small limited run prints of a collage of doodles from 2019 and 2020. They are the largest prints that I have personally made. I think it's 13 by 20, I think is the dimensions. But there'll be a black and white version and there will be a color version. So here's the 2019. This is the final piece. This is what it'll look like. It's not every single doodle, but it is a lot of them. It is a pretty representative batch of doodles, and it was not easy to create. Take a lot of time. And this actually, as a fun little bit of reflection, this is what a year's worth of drawing streams every other week looks like, because in 2019, I only did it every other Friday. So this year I have to do it with twice as many. So that'll be great. I did start it. I started it 2 days ago, and I already had a headache. But I will have a very small limited run. I'm only going to order what people have asked me to order. I'm not going to stockpile inventory. I'm not going to have this as a thing that's just always in my shop. So stay tuned. I will let you know how and where and when to let me know that you want them. The price will be $15. It will be $15 each. So, for example, this is $15 and this is $15. If you buy two of them, it's 2 for $20. So you get a little bit of a deal, 2 for $20. If you want all four, so I'm going to have the 2019 and the 2020 prints. If you want all four of them, it's not any deeper of a discount than the 2 for $20. So it'd be $40 for all four of them. If you don't want any of them, that's cool too. It's no big deal. But I wanted to open it up for people that want to get some. I mainly want it because I want it. That's mainly why I just want to have like a nice little printed collage of doodling for the year. And since I'm doing 2020, might as well do 2019. And I might make this an annual thing where when the year wraps up, we're talking January when this is probably going to be available to order. I'll offer it up saying, once again, if you want to get one of the past years, let me know and I'll do that. So just wanted to bring that up again. Limited edition print run of the collage of all the doodles. I think that's all I got to talk about. We got a lot of cool stuff. And yes, today our theme is Disney. And I had actually been planning to do a Disney one for a while. But this seemed like a perfect opportunity because I think Bama Bricks is interested in Disney.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That'll work. That'll do. But yeah, it's been on my like to-do list. I do have like an imaginary list of things, themes that I want to do. Let me look through the suggestions. Bama is collecting them. They are in the private chat. You are not being ignored by any means. Let's see. Should we start with this Mando? I guess we should. We should start with Mando.
Yep.
Boop. All right. So we're going to start with this one. Our first doodle of the day from Classic Bricks. Thank you for being here, Classic Bricks. Let me move this over. And hello to Ray. I think I saw Ray. Funny Figs is here. Hello, Ray. Guys, check out Ray's channel. Give Ray some love. Funny Figs. Check out Funny Figs. If you like this, if you're here for this, you will like Ray's content. Ray, okay, Gon says Fazoom. Ray does drawing streams as well. They're just stranger. That's his brand, so you got to make sure we reinforce it. I didn't even test my tablet yet today. That's not what I want. Let's see. What do I want? This one? Why is it? Oh.
Yeah, you can almost do like have a Star Wars by itself, and
oh yeah, that's another plan. Why is it looking like that? That's not what I want. Yeah, I do have I think you know what I'm thinking, Bama?
Yeah.
May the 4th.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if May the 4th lands on a Friday, but sometime very close to that, I'm thinking. Why is this being weird? This is being... See, I didn't test my tablet today.
Yeah, May the 4th is a Tuesday, so you got this. You could do it on the 7th of next year.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the solution. I don't want those. Hold on, guys. Bear with me for a second. Which one of these is the one that I use? Oh, maybe this is it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Bone Shaker's here. What's up, Bone Shaker? Did I run out of markers? I did not. But I just bought a bunch because they were on sale for Black Friday. All right, let me get a reference image up. Let's see. Yeah, there's Ray's next stream right there, December 19th at 10 a.m. Check it out, folks. May 7th is Mr. Hinkle Star Wars Day. Yep, it's the official one. All right, let me see. So don't spoil anything for me, folks, because I have not seen the most recent episode from last week or today, right? There was one today or yesterday, last night. So I'm 2 episodes behind, and the internet has already done a really, really good job of spoiling a lot of what's happened. So please spare me.
Yeah, I haven't watched the one from today. I watched the one from last week, and they're getting pretty good on the episodes.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, I've enjoyed it from the beginning. It's been pretty good. But the last one I saw, which I guess was, oh man, I don't know, but when Ahsoka finally showed up, that was the last.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed it was only one episode and done.
Well, so that was the last one I saw,
now.
and the comment of where is Admiral Thrawn, I was like, I fell out of my chair almost. So that's I've said this before, and Jeff and I have talked about it because I feel bad saying it because I don't understand, but Grand Admiral Thrawn is like my favorite Star Wars character.
Yep.
And it's
CC.
Weird. What's up, CC? Welcome. It seems weird to be like my favorite character is a bad guy. Is that just me or?
Oh no, I think it's. I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, Darth Vader was my favorite character.
Okay, so see, yeah, it's all right. It's like, oh yeah, I like the guy that enslaves races of people and destroys, artwork and I mean, he's mostly from the books, but it's been nice to see him.
Oh yeah,
making his way. It's kind of tiny, huh? Let me zoom in for the. Well, I mean, there you go. CC says Darth Maul's my favorite.
Yeah, I think Darth Maul is my son's favorite.
So speaking of Darth Maul and shameless plugging, I've been trying the whole shorts thing out. You've seen this, right, Bama? The whole YouTube shorts thing. I said, yeah, all right. What have I got to lose, right? Because, if it's not super, super clear, I know everybody says this, right? Like, don't get into YouTube for the money. Do it because you want to do it. Kevin is very much into YouTube for the money. That is why Kevin is here. Obviously, I do enjoy watching YouTube and stuff like that. But the reason I put my energy into this is that I am self-employed. I've got bills to pay. I'm an artist, so I need to grow my brand. I need to expose it to new people, and I need to make money. That is why Kevin is here. And so I've been desperately trying to get to that magical 1K sub all year long so that it opens up the donations and it opens up the monetization and all that kind of, right?
Yeah.
Brass tacks, folks. Let's be honest. That's what Kevin's been trying to do. And I've been trying, I'm like, man. And in the last couple of months, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've been like throwing videos up every couple of days. And it's just like, it's not working. It's not working. So I'm trying everything. I am like doing crazy amounts of research. As Ray said, updated the thumbnails. Are wild. Are they wild in a good way or a bad way? But I'm like, internet, teach me how to use YouTube better is what I've been doing. And I've been basically following every little bit of advice I can find.
Yeah.
And
so you're at 721 now.
Yeah.
I've known some streamers that have gotten on and done some type of stream every single day.
Yeah. That sounds not realistic for me.
I mean, some of them, they're saying it is tedious.
Yeah.
It's like you got to get on there. Now, some of them I know, like the gamers and stuff that have done it every single day, because I played Magic the Gathering for a while, and a lot of them get on Twitch, and they were like, they get on there every single day, and they said it's tedious.
It's a grind.
Yeah. It's
totally a grind. And I'm sorry. That's what my whole point of this was. Ray said your short got a ton of views. I knew I had a reason to starting this. So the Darth Maul short, I basically took the doodle out of the stream and just made it be by itself. Said, here you go. Here's one drawing, 1 minute, Darth Maul, popular character, have at it. And that got more views than any other video I have, or live stream, or any piece of content I have uploaded to my channel all year long.
So you could do something like that every day. Just cut do. I mean, I don't know how much work it is for you to cut that one drawing out when you doodle stream, but you could do that and post it every day. Yeah,
it wasn't terribly difficult because a lot of what I'm doing, CC's streaming daily for sure. I've noticed is I'm trying to just streamline as many things as I can because, I mean, I'm tapped out for time. I don't have any more time in the day. I don't. and I'm already working all day, every day. And that's on top of homeschooling. That's on top of taking care of the house. And so there is no extra hours that Kevin can magically generate.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all are back to homeschooling, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, we are. And so it's just like, it's very difficult to balance everything. So I'm like, how many things can I do without making new content, you know? Like how much can I repurpose? And the thing that I'm constantly looking at with these streams is I've got hundreds of hours worth of content in these streams, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Or even if you didn't do like every drawing that you did, if you looked at doing some of the more popular characters that you draw. Yeah. That's
the thing too.
Grab people's attention, because like Darth Maul is a very popular character.
Yeah, exactly.
Mandalorian, popular character.
Obviously.
Yeah. And then of course Baby Yoda.
Obviously.
He'll always be known as Baby Yoda. They waited too long to give him a name, so he's Baby Yoda.
That's kind of true. What's up, Joey? I see Maniac for Bricks has appeared.
Hey, Joey.
Repurposed content is the way of the future. Yeah, pretty much. So, you know what? I just sold last night. I sold my last child sticker.
Oh, wow.
So I will get more. There's no way I won't, because that'd be stupid. But I'm not going to order anything else this year. So it'll be next year. Not that next year is months and months and months away, but
just a couple weeks.
It's done for 2020. I still have like 4 Mandos left, and then that's the end of those as well.
No, Joey, it's Bama Bricks.
Bama Bricks is here. Yeah, Bama volunteered. He is, and Bama, you're usually here almost every stream, I would say.
Yeah, I try to. I can't pay attention to everything, but I usually have it up on my phone while I'm working.
Yeah.
Even with the volume turned off, just to sit there and just to watch, because I mean, watching somebody draw, it's just pretty calming. Even if you're not listening to it, you can just sit there and just watching them draw.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. All right, I think I'm satisfied with this quick Mando. It's our first doodle too, so it can't be too good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you. All right, let's move him into the corner. Nobody puts Mando in the corner except for me. I put him in the corner.
Yep.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got every request so far that's been. I don't think I've missed anybody.
Bone Shaker says, "Is that Joey?" There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, let me pick another one. Let's see. Let me go back into the private chat. Lots of cool stuff in here. Oh, yeah. That's a creepy one. The clown with the tearaway face. Let's see. Let me look. Yeah, we should probably do the main cast at some point. So Goofy, I think we'll do next. That's from Ken. That was at 10:11. Let's see here. Oh, and because Ken is one of the awesome folks that supports me over on Patreon, I should mention, in case you didn't see it, I did post something on Patreon letting all my patrons know that I have mailed all of you a present.
Maniac, nobody has requested Wally yet, so I got that for you.
But the present is in a flat envelope, so don't expect like a new coffee brewer or anything like that.
And Funny Figs, no princesses have been suggested.
Wait, I thought we got Belle at some point. Or did I imagine that?
Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Okay,
yes, we did.
I thought so. Yeah, I put it on the lens, Joey. It was on the, kind of like stories on Patreon. It's like everything has that thing, that feature now. But I posted it yesterday. Is it coasters, Kevin? Finally, yes. Nobody wants coasters. Nobody wants coasters. Do you use coasters, Bama?
I do.
Okay.
I've actually got a nice set of coasters that I got from Disney World.
Well, thanks for proving me wrong. Let's see. Let's do this one. This is a good one. Yeah, every social media is doing the same thing, pretty much. They all have that thing. Let's see. Let's get Goofy. Yep, I posted it up on the lens feature yesterday after I just got to the post office. But they have all made their way out. So if you're close to Connecticut, which I know there are actually, I think 5 people that support me in the state of Connecticut, and then there's like 3 or 4 in Massachusetts. You guys will probably have it today, actually. And it's a secret. I'm not telling anybody. You're welcome to share it once you get it, but I haven't told anybody. I'm actually looking forward to everybody getting it, and then half the people going, "Oh, that's cool," and the other half the people going, "I don't know what this is." And I'm like, "How do you? You don't ever read, do you?"
Yeah, Jeff, coasters are very important.
Yeah, Jeff is like, this is his thing. He says that like coasters are the way of the future. He says I should make coasters.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree.
We got Julian's in the stream.
What's up, Julian? How you doing today? How's Julian feeling? These eyes are weird. Roller coasters are important. That is a different type of coaster. Nice to see you, Joey. I think it's been a while since you've been here, like at least in the beginning. I know you pop in a lot, like near kind of the trail end of things. Let's see. Yeah, we have to do a Disney princess or 2 during today's stream, I think.
Yeah.
That is like something about these eyes is not working for me. I'll fix them. Let's see. It was 3 years. What was 3 years ago? Oh, yeah. Those are wild. I've seen the Julian shave photos, and I'm always like, "Who's this person?"
Lizzie said that to make her kids use coasters if you made them.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. I've never used a coaster in my life. So there's that.
No, I don't use coasters. Like, I'm not religiously on coasters, but if I have, like, if at the nice table, whatever, I make sure there's people use a coaster.
Yeah.
Because I don't want. I mean, you got nice tables. You don't want to mess them up.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not really satisfied with this Goofy, but you know, I was already feeling like we were pushing things with a good Mando being the first doodle. I'm like, that seems odd.
Yeah.
Usually that first one's like, all right. So that happened. Kevin learned how to use his tablet for the day. That's just how it goes. That's how it is.
And Joey said he uses them every now and then on a glass table or at a party.
So how about them, what is it, like 25 new Star Wars shows coming out?
Oh, God, yeah. Well,
it's kind of a lot.
Oh, yeah. But it's good that get more content on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
We got Reed in the chat. What's going on, Reed?
Hello, Reed. Welcome. I might have to get Disney Plus, I guess, and not keep using all my friends' accounts.
Just use your friends.
I'll just keep doing that.
I mean,
there's just too many. There's so many. There's so many services, you know, and it's just like, ugh. Like, oh, I actually want to watch content. Are you ready to pay $300 a month for every subscription service?
Oh, I keep Disney. I have Disney all the time, and then I have because I mean it's probably one of the cheapest streaming stuff right now. And then I got Amazon just from Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I've got the same for Amazon.
Yeah, and then I got Hulu with my Disney. So and then what I'll do, I cancel Netflix, and then I'll wait 6 months, 8 months, whatever, and then go ahead and get Netflix and go ahead and just binge watch a lot of the shows and then cancel the subscription.
That's one way.
Yeah, Disney Plus I think is $6.99 a month.
All right, we're gonna go with Lindsay's suggestion next.
Okay.
Yeah, not super pleased with Goofy, but there he is.
I mean, it's early.
It's a doodle, guys. We don't make masterpieces here. Only sometimes. Only sometimes.
And Bone Shaker, yes. If you have small children, Disney is gold. My son's 11, and absolutely loves it because of all the Star Wars and the Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, like Mulan, just the live action just became available not that long ago on Disney Plus, and he's been wanting to watch that because he likes all the fighting and everything, and he's already watched it twice.
Oh, nice. Hello to Daily Brick and Miner Makes Mocks. Hello. Miner Makes Mocks says, I'm in computer science class right now. Technically, you're not. You're in this stream right now.
And you got
stay in school, kids.
Yeah, Johnny Tardy over in Twitch. He says he has Disney, Netflix, and Criterion channel.
Sure I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either. Criterion? I've never even heard of that. That's new to me.
Yep.
Dun, dun. Let's see. I don't want to mess up a Disney princess. Pressure.
I'm going to check. I wouldn't doubt that. It's a classic movie showcase, says Julian.
You know, it took me years to finally get Netflix. And then I got Netflix, and then it was like, oh, Netflix is so old. Why do you have Netflix? I was like, I finally pulled the trigger on Netflix. And then it was just like, it seems like that's like the fossil now. Like nobody has Netflix.
I mean, Netflix has gotten pretty expensive. And then especially if you're wanting more than just like one TV.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you got cell phones, like iPads, tablets, multiple TVs in a house. And it's like you could only stream it one at a time unless you paid almost twice as much to add it.
Like, oh, you want to use your account on multiple screens? It's like, well, I mean, yeah. Isn't that how?
Yeah, it's like Lynn says that Netflix is $14 for them.
I don't even remember how much I pay. I think I pay $20. I probably don't, though. I bet you if I check it, I don't pay that. But I feel like when I signed up years ago, it was $20.
If you signed up for, I think years ago, they used to do, you could sign up for both get the DVD sent to your house and the live streaming.
Yeah.
Which was that. So if you only have the streaming, I think it's $13.99 for. Yeah, Lindsay said it's $13.99 is the highest.
Oh, then that's probably what I pay. More than likely.
Yeah, Joey says he feels like a fossil. He knew Netflix back when it was the mail movie, but rentals.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That's how they started out.
I actually forgot that. They were trying to like
ancient going to Blockbuster and everything. Yeah. Feel completely disappointed when you go and they have like 100 copies of the movie. There's not one single one behind the copy.
Weren't they trying to compete with Redbox when Netflix started? Right, that was the thing.
Yes.
Okay, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. I think I've kind of given up on this body, and I think I'm gonna try to just make the face look good and then go back. So that's how that's going.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jeff, I think that is probably my favorite version of it from the from the genie from Aladdin, Robin Williams version.
That's good stuff. 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Bum, 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 bum. That's a great one.
Kill Block, yes. Yeah, Netflix and Redbox did kill Blockbuster.
And video killed the radio store.
Oh, yes. The very first video on MTV, which was kind of ironic.
We studied I've said this before on this stream, but we studied in college the Dire Straits Money for Nothing music video because it was the first computer animated music video in history. And so we actually spent a great deal of time studying that music video. I think that's the only reason why I like that song now. Because I'm like, I've listened to it so many times.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I guess I like this song now.
Yeah, and Funny Fig said Blockbuster declined to buy Netflix, if he remembered. That was a stupid business decision.
Isn't there still one? Right? There's one Blockbuster.
Is there?
Somewhere. I think I've stumbled across their Twitter feed multiple times, and like they like go all about how they're the last Blockbuster. I think that's like their thing. That's their claim to fame.
Yeah, and Lindsay said Will Smith did a good job at Genie, but Robin Williams will always be the Genie.
I would agree with that statement.
I mean, Robin Williams was, he made his characters iconic.
He put everything he had into every character.
Oh, yeah.
Here's that part where I said I was going to make the face look good and then go back. What is up, brother from another brick?
Hey, BFab.
BFab is here.
Yeah, he says, yeah, only one Blockbuster does exist.
And I think, if I recall correctly, BFab is doing a 48-hour stream.
Oh, wow.
Can you confirm this?
I think didn't he just do a 24-hour stream?
He did. He did indeed.
And Lizzie says it's in Oregon.
Yeah, I was thinking it was somewhere up there. I actually was thinking Alaska for some reason. But
And BFab says, yeah, 48 hours for $1,500.
Yeah, I'll do that too. That's rent. That's my rent. I'm done. I'm good. Some crazy good support you got, BFab. Don't take that for granted.
Oh yeah,
that's some wild support.
Oh yeah, I'd do it. That's like my house payment plus.
Yeah, right.
Plus the car payment.
Right. Think of the children. Will somebody please think of the children?
BFab said he was going to do a 72-hour for $2,500, but his guy didn't think it was safe.
It's not safe. You need to have like what's up, Ben Gatz? You need to have, when you do like those reality shows, and then you need to have the medic on standby. You like see the guy over there in like the windbreaker outfit.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
You got Johnny over in Twitch said MP3 killed the CD star.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't do too much into the MP3s. I had a bunch of CDs, and I got a little bit of MP3, but I was like, I'm going to skip that straight on the iPhone, iTunes, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel in terms of the great debate on, physical versus digital media, mostly with video games for me, though, because it's like every video game you can just go download it. Like there's no physical cartridge or anything. And I just feel like, I don't know, that's hard for me. That's a hard one for me to be like, but I don't have a cartridge.
Yeah.
what if something happens?
Yeah, Lindsay says their rent is $1,450 for them.
Yeah, see, struggle is real. All right, that's Belle.
Oh yeah. Oh, the face turned out pretty good there.
See, that's exactly it. I'm glad. All right, let's move Belle. Belle, you got to move. I'm sorry. You got to move.
And yeah, Lindsay, I do like physical copies of things. That's like I still would rather buy games for the Switch or PlayStation games instead of paying the same price for the virtual download.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Okay, let's pick another one.
We got Brett's Builds is in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Brett? And everybody, just as a reminder, just in case you've never been here before, this is the Doodle stream. This is where I doodle your ideas, and I do have Bama Bricks on stream with me, helping me out. So if you have a suggestion in the theme of Disney, that's our theme today, throw it in the chat at any point, because Bama is combing through the chat at all times. So don't worry, it won't get missed. Let's see.
Yeah, Ben Gatz is in the chat.
So speaking of Robin Williams, let's do this Robin Williams Genie one here from Jeff. It's a good one. Boom. Put that on the screen. We shall start that one.
Yeah, now CC says when you go to fully digital games, say goodbye to GameStop.
Yeah. Yeah,
even with that, I buy the games. I don't hardly ever trade them in. I just keep them till they're not worth anything. I guess.
My goodness. Also, for some reason I was looking at Funny Fig's comment, and it reminded me. So he just uploaded one of his other beta streams. Ray, I was dying laughing when you ask your kid if mom's asleep, and the solution is to scream, "Mom, are you asleep?" Oh my goodness, that was perfect.
Oh yeah,
that right there was what it's all about. I was dying laughing. Is your mom asleep? I don't know. Mom, are you asleep?
Yeah.
Don't yell.
Or I tell you, my son is notorious. That he used to sit there. If I'd go upstairs and ask your mom something, and he would just sit there right beside me and just scream for her.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, get upstairs, walk up there and ask her.
My son does that with his brother. I go, can you tell your brother to come eat? And he'll just stand at the I go, I could do that. I'm like, I didn't ask you to stand at the edge of the seat and yell. Kids, man, kids.
Lindsay said the baby started climbing yesterday. Send help. Oh, yes, you're going to definitely need that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't you remember those good time when all of a sudden every object in your house moved up by like a few feet? I remember that time.
Hi, Reed. See you in just a little bit.
See you later, Reed.
BFAB said, kids are something. He'd be a horrible father.
Kids are something.
BFAB. I mean, I've known people that you would think they'd be a horrible father, and then they turn around and they're great parents. You know, the thing about kids, here's me spouting my little bit of sagely advice for whatever it's worth. The thing about kids is I don't think I would be out of line to say everybody thinks and is concerned and worried that they're going to be a bad parent. Everybody. Oh, yeah. And then you do it and you're like, okay, well, you do the best you can. I'm not saying that there aren't bad parents out there, because there are. Yeah. But you do the best you can. And I feel like that's one of those life things what you can never really prepare for or adequately predict if you'll be good or bad at it until you do it. I mean, it's I think, just from my opinion now, a lot of people that say they could be a bad father are usually the better parents, because I guess they're more concerned about it, and they're thinking about it. It's on top of mind, right? Yeah, and then the ones that don't even say nothing about it, just don't care, they're usually the ones and usually not as great parents.
Yeah. I think you're probably right on the money about that.
Now, not to say that there's not great parents out there that didn't ever think that they would be a bad parent, but more times than none, the fathers and stuff to say that they'd be a horrible father, they're afraid they'd be a bad parent,
Yeah.
are usually the ones that are the better parents.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I mean, I'll tell you, before my son was born, I was scared to death. I was like,
that means you're doing it right then.
Yeah, I was worried. It's like, hey, am I going to do it right? Is he going to turn out good? Am I going to do the best for him? And
yeah,
I think he's turned out pretty good so far. I mean, he's a hard worker. He's in Boy Scouts.
Yeah. That's, I mean, all you can do is your best.
Yep.
All right. That's all you can do and hope for the best. But yeah, there ain't no books, or I mean, you could read a ton of books, but it's not gonna mean anything. It's not gonna really help.
BFAB was wondering what software are you using to draw on?
I'm just using Photoshop with a tablet. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, BFAB does some drawing stuff every now and then. When the mood hits him.
Mm.
But I think he has his own art Instagram account now, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Check that out.
If I recall correctly. I have a Wacom Intuos tablet.
Yeah, Ben asked, how do you keep Little Hink distracted on these streams?
Oh, boy. You think I do that? So luckily, most of the time, during this, he'll have his mother here because she usually closes at work on Fridays. So that's well timed. Every now and then, though, it doesn't line up so well, and then that is just like it's like throwing the grenade and going downstairs. It's like, all right, like, please don't do this. Please do this. Make sure you feed yourself at this time, and goodbye.
Now, is your oldest?
Yeah, he's working.
Oh, he's working.
Yeah, he's here, but he works too, and his schedule's kind of all over the place. Like today, he's working already. He's already there at the store.
Okay, where's he working at?
He's working at a grocery chain.
Okay, not bad for a first job.
Yeah, I mean that was me too. So I should say that was my first like real job, right? Because I did have a couple jobs before that, but they were like under the table. Here's some money. We're not going to file taxes. It's like, okay.
Yeah. And Lindsay, the greatest bedtime storybook. Exactly.
The what? Wait, what did she say?
Yeah, you need to read that one.
Parent guilt.
Yeah, it's the last message she sent.
About big kids aren't here to help? No.
No. The greatest bedtime story is go
to bed? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The non-cussing. They also have a non-cussing version.
I love it. It's so good. All right, I don't know if I wanted to do the full genie. All right, let's take Genie. He needs to get scaled down a little bit. Oops. Dang it. Oops. Dang it. Start over. For the next 20 minutes, you will just watch me lasso this drawing.
Yeah, Ken said he's a gunkle. That's as close as he can get to having kids.
Well,
he prefers to send them home at the end of the day.
Right. There is something about, uncles and aunts and grandparents are a whole different thing. But, being able to be trustworthy and, fun is okay. Fun's all right. Fun's in moderation.
Got Golden Light Pictures is here.
What is up, Golden Light? All right, let me pick another one. Let's start another one here.
Yeah. Joey says it's even better when you listen to the audiobook with Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, the go to bed story?
Yeah.
I bet that's pretty good. All right, 1020. Yeah, let's do Pocahontas, 1029. Let's see, 1029. That was Cece's suggestion.
Yep.
Where did it go? Where is it? Is it gone? Oh, it might be gone. The chat only scrolls back so far. CC, if you're still watching, do you want to throw that back in the chat? Otherwise, I can write it in there, or anybody can write it in there, and I'll put it on the screen. Let's see. Let me get a reference image. All right. Let us begin. Oh, Jafar is a fun character.
There you go. I added it to the chat.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Put that on the screen. Well, that doesn't look like Genie. I know. I'm aware.
I think you did Robin Williams good with the Genie.
Well, thank you. I'll take it. I will take that for sure.
Wrecker from the Bad Batch says Miner makes mocks.
Put it into the queue. Let's see. So this is another one of those. These are like the Disney princesses. It's like if you don't get the face, like give up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're done. Let's see if I can make it work. I might need to change up a little bit of this as I go, probably. Most likely. Let's see. What do I want to do here?
Yep, and don't forget that if you have on Twitch, you can have a free subscription if you have Amazon.
This is true. This is true. Thank you for that reminder, Bama. And then you get the Mr. Hink emotes.
Yep. Yeah, the only downside is you have to remember to go in and resubscribe.
Yeah, they like make sure to go out of their way to not let you know.
Yeah.
I think they do, at least.
Yeah, they're gonna make you have to make sure that you make sure you have to go through some effort in order to get their money.
Yeah, I mean that's right. You got it on the money. Exactly. That happens to me all the time where I'm like, oh, dang it, it like expired. Because I like to give it to other people too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's theirs, right? You already got it. It's already like free.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well use it.
Exactly. And there's many different people that you can go out there and use it for.
Yeah.
Change it up every month. I think you do. That's how you do yours, isn't it? You
Yep.
change it up between folks.
Yep. I change it up. A bunch of like different people that I support. So like musicians, Lego people, other artists. I just kind of bounce it around.
How's it going, Raptus? Yeah, we got Mandalorian was the first.
It was
drawing
indeed.
of the day.
And hello as well to Sai.
Raptus says, "Well, if it's done, I want it."
Well, goodbye. It came out pretty good for being the first one. I'm kind of impressed with that, to be honest. Let's see.
Fab says he posts more art on his Lego account than his art account.
That's because you got more of an audience on the other one, BFAB. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. I know how this works, my friend. That's the only reason why I share so much of my artwork with my personal accounts too, is because the audience is all on my other accounts.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like I've got like 5.
Share it to the largest platforms you have.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I could share it to the 5,000 people that follow me on Instagram, or I could just post it here and have the a couple hundred people see it.
BFab says, Raptus, for $1,000, Kevin will draw you a Mando and Berserker armor.
For $1,000? Yeah, I will. Yes, I will indeed.
So have you ever taken your family down to Disney?
No, I've never been there before.
We got Monica Berry is over in Twitch. Howie Stuff.
Hello.
Twitch.
Yeah, no, I've never been to Disney at all. Oh, actually, that's kind of a lie. I had a work conference once in no, actually, so 2. I had a work conference in Orlando, and then I had a work conference in Anaheim. And of course, both of those took place at the Disney park. Yeah. But it was kind of weird because it was like being in a meeting room and like I mean, it's a nice meeting room, and yes, we've got like nice snacks and stuff on a table in a bowl that has Mickey Mouse's head on it. But it was like very much a work conference. And they were like, oh, don't worry. Today, we're going to end today early at around 7. And so you guys can go and explore the park. And I'm like, at 7, I want to go to sleep. I was like, I'm done. And so like there was a little bit of like walking around the park at night and stuff. Yeah. But it was like, I don't feel like I went to Disney. Like I don't have, more of my memories from that was about the meeting than the park.
Oh yeah. So I've been to Disney World many, many times. And I had a chance, I went out in California for training under my previous job. And so I took a couple extra days while I was out there. And I was deciding, I was like, well, I could either go to Disneyland or go to Universal. And I was like, well, Disneyland is pretty much about the same, just smaller as Disney World. And Universal had their VIP package, so you get all the behind the tours and behind the scenes and everything. Yeah. And then plus you get all the jump ahead of the lines and for all the different rides. So I was like, well, I think I'm gonna do Universal. So I went down to the Disney's. I'm not sure what it's called there, Disney Springs or.
Yeah, I think it is called Disney Springs. I think.
Okay, so I went down through there, hung out for a half a day, and then the next day I went to Universal.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been down to Disney World many times.
All right, that is my Pocahontas. I really just wanted to draw the hair. Is really.
Oh yeah.
I just want to draw flowing hair. I got to save some of these princesses for the color part. think I need to do
Lindsay said she went to Disneyland when she was 3 and don't remember it.
Here's a quick, just in case new people popping in. Here's what we've done so far. Let me get a drink of water. Kevin, will you do a weight loss transformation video? Probably not. See, here's another one of my struggles with my, how shall we say, content creation. Is I want to stay very focused on what I'm doing, which is artwork. Now, that could be tutorial about artwork. That could be live streams making artwork. It could be time lapses of artwork I've already made. I mean, there's a lot of things I can do there, but I want to keep it there. That's what I want to keep the focus on.
Oh, yeah. Now, the Brick World Virtual Con.
Yeah.
Did that just pass, or is that coming up?
Well, there's been several over the course of the year. I've done 4 of them, and there's another one tomorrow.
Are you doing that one tomorrow?
I am.
Are you doing the full day, or are you splitting with somebody again?
No, it's the whole thing, whatever that means.
Okay.
Let's see, 10:55. We're gonna do Jafar from Brett's Builds. We'll do that one next. All right. Oh, thank you, Golden Light. The hair flowing in the wind. I love it. Yep. Oh yeah. So, yeah, I think it's four hours. I think.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
I think it's 4 hours, but yeah, I'll be doing it again. The last one was not very lucrative for me.
Oh, really?
I mean, I really was expecting that I would sell those the like Halloween themed Lego drawings, and none of them have sold. So I'm like, oh, all right.
Hmm.
So they got marked down. All right, let's get Jafar.
Yeah, and CC says Disney Springs and Universal City Walk are all the best free things to do in Orlando. Yes, they are. Heck, I like the Universal City Walk is great because a lot of times you have people that will set up in those little areas and have music and do dancing and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool stuff right there. All right, let's see. Am I really close? No, I mean, not really. All right. Interesting. Oh, it's because I made the... Okay. It's because I was doing the hair, so I made the brush larger. That's what I did.
And Ken says, growing up 1 hour from Disneyland, he's been there more times than he can count. 2 times as a kid, dozen times as an adult. He's never been to the Florida parks. Ken, it's definitely worth going to the Florida parks because they are huge and so much to do.
Yeah, I feel like that would be, if I lived near one, I would be a lot more inclined to do the whole season pass, annual pass, whatever nonsense for that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, I live near other things, but I've never been one for any of those kind of deals because I'm like, I'm going to get it and then I'm going to be here once is what's going to happen. But there's so much diversity with like a Disney thing that I think I wouldn't be fine with that if I live near one.
Yeah, if I lived closer to it, I would definitely have a season pass.
So when you go, I assume you drive because it's not that far, is it? Or do you fly?
No, it's I think it's 9.5 hour drive.
That's like right at my threshold of like acceptable.
Oh yeah. That is it. That's the farthest I'd drive.
Yeah.
Once it gets over 10 hours, I'm looking to fly.
Yeah. That I'm exactly the same. Like mine is like that 9-ish hours. And so like for me, Brick Fair, Virginia is the furthest I drive because that's 9 hours. And then if it's anything more than that, I'm either going to fly or I'm not going.
Yeah. Now I had to drive last year to Maryland because of I had a funeral. My grandmother passed away, so that was kind of like
that's a special circumstance.
Yeah, the airline tickets were just ridiculous at the time. I wasn't about to pay $500 to fly out. Plus, I didn't have it at the time, so I was like, "Well, I can sit there and pay $100 and I have a vehicle the whole time I'm there.
Marvelous, simply marvelous.
Yep.
Prince Abubu.
Yeah, Golden Light asked if you're doing the animated Jaffa or the live action.
Oh, I mean, if you can't, if we're at this point and you don't know, then
well, no, he asked that beforehand. I'm just trying to catch up because make sure I get all the requests turned in.
Kevin, stop saying that. I don't know what I was saying. Was I saying something?
And Ken said he's been to the Disney Springs, but not to Disney World. If you're down there, I think that what is it? Hollywood Studios is probably my favorite.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I guess like I don't know most average families. When I was young, my parents, we did like the one big trip.
Yeah.
Not like routinely, like we just did one big trip, and it was a really big one. And my parents were like, "What do you want to do?" This was to me and my sister. They were like, "Do you want to go to Universal Studios or do you want to go to Disney? Because we can only afford to do one, but we're gonna go we're gonna go all out on it." And so we picked Universal Studios because at the time.
Yeah, but when you get to past a certain age, it's like Universal Studios is more premier for your teenage kids.
Yeah.
And so the younger kids like Disney World. And then when you get older than that, a lot of people go back to Disney World. And then also you have Universal has more roller coasters and stuff.
Yeah. And I remembered the thing about Universal that just really appealed to me is that it just had all these IPs that I was like in love with. And I was like, oh, there's Ghostbusters walking around. I was like, what?
It's a nice show that you get.
But I feel like, I don't know. I kind of feel like I regretted that decision.
Well, now you can take your kids down there.
Exactly. That's still something I like to do at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also kind of weird that, I mean, my oldest is 19 now. So it's like, you're running. I mean, I'm out of time.
We got Hawkeye Lego Man and Cy O'Connor's in the chat.
What's up, Hawkeye? Hello, Cy.
And Jeff says Ghostbusters walking around is the best.
I mean, it's kind of neat. It's kind of cool.
And Ken said he loved the Amtrak trip that he did a couple years ago. Would like to do it again. Yeah, they had the train that leaves out of Birmingham. They have a trip to New Orleans that I thought about taking. The way you can just ride it over there. You can drink and don't have to worry about any driving. You can stay a day or turn around and just ride the train back.
Dang it. I took the picture I'm looking at had his like the top of his hat cut off. And I took a gamble that the feather was folded back and I lost. I was like, and it was let's see. I got another reference and I'm like, no, Kevin, it is not like that.
Yeah.
La da 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 da. La da da da. I'll regale you with the Disney music as we draw whatever we're drawing.
There you go.
It'll probably not be as good as the real thing. But yeah, at some point during the multiplayer stream, I plan to have Joe Mino on. And Joe, first of all, I didn't realize that Joe was an artist until this year. Because I was like, oh, dude, you're actually a really great artist. Because I just know him as Joe, the guy that makes Brick Journal magazine. that's Joe. But he's a great artist, and he's been posting artwork that he's been doing. And I was like, oh, yeah, you need to be on my stream at some point. And he is like hardcore into Disney. Like
Oh.
almost all he draws is Disney.
Oh, wow.
I figured when that time came, I always let my guests pick the theme, but I'm like, oh yeah, I think I know where this is going. Yeah, see, Ray's like, Joe draws. Exactly. Yeah, no, go check out his like Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. He did I don't know if it was Beyond the Brick or somebody. I saw an interview like where he did interviewing and talked about he does draw.
Yeah. Yep, he does indeed.
And Julian says that rogue squiggle is killing my OCD.
Well, the one, yeah, I got rid of it. It was, I know. It's because I started drawing the nose and then
No, I think he's talking about the one over there to your right a little bit. That one squiggle.
Oh, yeah, I killed it. I got rid of it. I got rid of it. Hello, Brick Enforcer. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. All right, let's do another one. Let's see. Let me go back through the private chat. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Sid from Toy Story. Let's do that one. 1057. 1057. 1057.
Nope.
1057. Where are you? Yeah, Sid. Boop, Sid. There we go. Just Sid. That's it. We'll leave it like that on the screen. Just Sid.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Sid.
Julian says, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I know. I saw it too. I was waiting. I was waiting.
Mike says, this, oh boy, this is going to be a creepy one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sid, and then with that weird looking baby head.
That weird looking baby head.
The baby doll head that he then destroyed.
I mean, I did that. That was one that I drew on the spooky episode, I think. Like that baby doll on the spider body.
Yeah.
Let's see. Briefab, is there a piece of artwork that you've done that you're disappointed with? Oh, yeah, all the time. Do you mean like right now in this stream or in general? In life? Constantly. I try not to point out the things that I don't like with drawings while people are watching, because most of the time you won't notice it unless I pointed it out to you.
You got Brick Enforcers in chat. He says, Kevin, do you know what's going on with the shows this year? Mainly Brick World Chicago.
I mean, what do you mean by what's going on with them? They're not happening. A lot of, well, not even a lot of them. I mean, like a handful of them are trying the virtual thing. Like Brick Fiesta went virtual, Brick Con went virtual, Brick World has gone virtual, and they've done a lot of virtual shows. Brick World. Some of the shows just straight up just said, okay, I guess we're just not doing anything this year. So like Brick Fair has done nothing.
Yeah.
So there's just no Brick Fair.
He's talking about 2021.
Oh no, haven't really. I mean, there's a few that are really early in the year that have already officially canceled.
Yeah, Brick Fair, Alabama, unfortunately.
And there's a couple others, Bricks Cascade and Bricks LA. Those are like all like the first ones of like the year. And
yeah.
They've already all canceled. Let's see. In general. Yeah. I mean, in general, of course. Totally.
When is Brick Fair Chicago? Is that June?
Yeah. Father's Day weekend.
So with the vaccine and everything supposed to be administered well by then, there's a good possibility that one will be
maybe
one of the first big events of the year.
I'm thinking, my personal thinking is fall. I think fall next year is when things get back to normal. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I
think if they get the vaccine out there, I think more people will be comfortable with it. Now,
yeah.
I still don't think it'll be like it was like Bricks Cascade had their, I think they said they had their largest attendance ever last year
Yeah.
after Lego Masters.
Yeah, for
Which I
sure.
think, of course, when they do, I think there'll be a big drop off from the
Oh yeah.
peak, but I think it'll eventually build back up.
Yeah.
Now, BFAB says personally thinks the virtual idea is bad in his opinion. If you want to see someone live stream something, you can see it free on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, BFAB. I think it's if you're gonna do virtual, so I don't think virtual is a bad idea. I
No.
think if you're gonna go virtual, you need to provide like very worthwhile content. I think that's the thing. What can you provide that is not available elsewhere? And that is where I don't know if it's quite there yet, or if it will be at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think Brick the virtual con. I think his first one, the $5. I think that was I personally think that is an ideal price point. I think taking to the $9, that turned me away from it.
Well, and that was really interesting because I mean, as someone who also is self-employed and trying to take care of himself, I get it that you need to have money to live. I understand. Yeah. But I agree with you that for what is being offered, I think 5 is like good.
Yep.
But 10 is way too much. And I think about like other virtual things. Like, for example, Nick from Brickhead Family, super into the paranormal and all that kind of stuff. He's done a bunch of virtual shows with stuff like that. And the cost for him has been $20 or $30 for a week's worth of programming.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well, if you're paying that for that much content, what justifies, a $10 for a day?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. It just has to be there. Has to be,
And then plus it's like with Nick, it's been different locations. It hadn't been like the same stuff or similar things.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at totally different locations. They do the whole week. And it just, I mean, I think that's a big difference.
Yeah, totally. We got to do his shirt because it's not Sid unless he's wearing the shirt. So we got to do the shirt. And let's do, he's holding this match. And
BFAB says he thinks the price point is fair, but he thinks us YouTubers could step in and make it much better.
Well, and then that's I think then the conversation turns into what is the benefit to you? And I think that's fair. I think it's totally fair to be like, hey, I am a person who is now going to help you basically make more money and have a better or a more successful show. So where is the benefit to me and what I'm doing? Like, I mean, that's perfectly valid, fair conversation to have.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if that's there. Because, I mean, I was talking earlier about my personal experiences with the Brickworld shows. And, if you were to ask me right now, like, honest opinion, Kevin, was it worth your time? No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
There's very, very little sales I get out of it. I really try hard to cross promote myself and say, hey, if you like this, check me out here. And I seem to get almost little to no cross pollination from it. And that's just I just don't have the time to do that,
Yeah.
Not to sound too full of myself, but.
Oh, yeah. Reed said when he did the early virtual shows, he was at a storage unit that is off limits for the rest of the year. And that was before he dismantled the huge Hope Castle.
Oh, the storage unit's off limits? Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
And Golden Light asked, what is your favorite Disney movie?
Animated or live action?
Both.
Okay, animated is The Lion King.
Okay.
That's literally the film that I got into studying animation because of.
Yeah, I think that's a good one there.
For live action, don't even get me started on how I was disappointed with The Lion King, the live action one. So live action, I would say it's a little bit harder for me.
I'd say my all-time favorite would probably be Fantasia.
Yeah, Fantasia's
As
good.
far as what really kicked off me being interested in in a lot of the Disney movies, because I mean, I like, and I guess that goes back to like I'm a big Harry Potter fan. You got all the magic and everything like that.
Yeah. Was Hook Disney?
Yes. No. No. I don't think Hook was Disney.
No. I really, really like Hook, but I don't think it was a Disney movie. That's like definitely up there in like favorite movies of all time almost. There's our Sid. I was trying to go for the whole like what's happening scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I need to scale him down. I think he's maybe fine the way he is, actually. And that was most likely our last black and white one.
No, I think this suggestion is a good. Mary Poppins is a good one.
Oh yeah, that is a good one. All right.
Have you seen that the movie?
The redo? No.
No. The movie about Mary Poppins. I can't remember the name of the movie.
Oh, like yeah, I know what you're talking about. But no,
about the woman that wrote the Mary Poppins.
My wife has a deep and real fear of the walking brooms, says Ray. Funny face. Okay. All right, let me look through. But yeah, Mary Poppins is a great idea. I mean, there's a lot of really good ideas. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. What do we got? We got a lot of great stuff. I'm really excited about the Pinocchio live action redo because I really like that one too.
Now, like I said, we just watched the Milan live action, and that was really good. Saving Mr. Banks. Yes.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it. Let's see.
Yeah, because I had no idea that. Watching that movie and then going back and reading it, how much Walt Disney wanted Mary Poppins and was so adamant about getting it for to do the movie.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Mary Poppins. A spoonful of sugar, you know.
A spoonful of sugar.
I mean, it definitely helps. Definitely helps. Did you see Mary Poppins Returns?
I have not seen that one.
Okay, I haven't either.
I don't know. I love the original Mary Poppins, so it's kind of like I don't want to ruin it.
Right, you want to savor those memories.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I can totally understand. All right, let's see. Whoa.
Okay, Mary will be popping.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. That was fun. That was a fun scene. I'm glad I finally saw that movie. I mean, not recently, but I saw it like way after a lot of people, like way after everybody was saying that. And I was like, why do people keep saying I'm Mary Poppins, y'all? I don't understand. I do not understand. Because I don't even think it was super clear to me that it was from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it was just like people are just really saying this a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, Lindsay said the new Mary Poppins wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily misinterpret that statement. Like, yeah. Was bad or wasn't bad?
Wasn't.
Okay, let's see.
And Gold Light says Saving Mr. Banks is a good movie.
Is that with Tom Hanks?
Yes.
He playing Disney.
Yep.
Yep. I did a lot of research into Disney in college. Like the man himself.
Yep.
You are not about to study animation and not study Walt Disney.
Oh yeah, that is definitely. I mean, I would think that would be a staple of have to learn.
Yeah. I mean, it could almost pretty much be that, like required to have like a year's worth of like Disney, pretty much.
I mean, I would think that they're probably the most prominent. If they're not, I'd be surprised. But the most prominent animators are that are around.
Yeah.
And Golden Light asked, "Did you take animation classes?"
Yeah, I studied animation in college. That's my official. So I have a bachelor's degree in fine arts, and if you click the little drop down box, it goes bachelor's degree in fine arts with a specialization in 2D animation. But most places don't care like what the special is. It's like I have a bachelor's degree in fine arts, but I studied animation. I studied traditional and stop motion. My final, and Reed knows this very well because he talks about it quite a bit. My final in college was a Lego stop motion. So that was kind of like, prove to us what you've learned in the last 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of, people to do the Lego stop or any type of stop motion. I mean, that takes a lot of work.
Yes, it does. Yeah, my final took 8 months to do.
Oh, and then the way they did it, having to hand draw each one of those images and then each one of them slightly different just to show the movement.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Always with these likenesses, folks.
Family Bricks is in the house.
Oh, what's up, Matt? Hello. Welcome. If you can't get the likeness, it's like, well, all right. It's very difficult. Even for a doodle, let me say. This, let me kind of fix.
Yeah, and Joey says stop motion animators are admirable.
Thanks, Joey.
And Golden Light asks, Kevin Hinkle, Lego stop motion coming soon? Question mark?
Nah. Negative on that, unfortunately.
Hey, Brick High has been doing a lot of stop motion Lego.
Yeah, he has. I've been looking from the sidelines. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that mostly troubles me with my efforts to kind of rekindle that is, obviously it takes a great deal of time, and like, I just don't even know where to begin with this. Like, I don't have the time to do it, and I would need to have a lot of financial security to be able to dedicate that much of my time to doing a project for as long as I would need to.
Yeah.
And that's just not possible. It's just not possible. And then on top of all that, if you want to go like logistically speaking, it's ideal to have a space in your home that will not be touched by human or animal for several months if you want to do a good thing. And I would want to do a good thing. And so, like I said, my final took me 8 months to do. So I would need to have a place in my home that no animal or human would touch or interfere with or bump or knock. And then also it would really, really help. What actually bothers me a lot more than set bumps is lighting variances.
Yeah.
That bothers me like nobody's business. Like you can see like the light, like you can tell when like the sunset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in a stop motion, if you can see the, like it might have like a yellowish hue, or you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you can see like if there's a change in the lighting, and it's usually drastic changes that you'd notice it. Even
Yeah.
though you might not notice it when you're doing it, but when you're watching it, all of a sudden it's like it goes from bright to all of a sudden really shadowed or something.
Yeah. And that comes from, making it in a space that doesn't necessarily have like the blackout window curtains, and you've got like a little bit of light coming in from somewhere, and you can't control the sun. It's like, so like I don't have any place in my house that could do this. So there's just like, go ahead.
No, you finish.
I'll say there's just a plethora of reasons that I can't do it.
Oh yeah. Lindsay says you have to have really good lighting or no windows.
Move to Wisconsin, says Reed. Yeah, I mean that too. Yeah, Lindsay, that's exactly it.
Reed has plenty of space for you.
Yeah. Well, and then that's great, Reed. But then we got to go back. Like we need to chew our way through all of the reasons I can't. It's like, okay, that's great. Now, how about that financial stability to not work on any commissions or freelance projects for the next half year?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, thank you for that Etsy sale there. I believe that came in just now from Bone Shaker. Unless there's somebody else by the name of Bone Shaker that placed an Etsy order. Let's see. Let me try to kind of wrap this up a little bit. I spent a lot of time on that face. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, so here's an idea that I've got that you guys can give me your thoughts on if you wish. You don't have to, of course. But I am currently, in the process of creating this print of all the kind of like the best doodles, for the year. And as I'm going back, there's a lot. There's several dozens and dozens of episodes, obviously, from the whole course of this year. And I'm having kind of fun going back and looking at all the doodles and reminiscing. And so I thought maybe when we get closer to the end of the year, I could host some kind of like doodle stream retrospective live stream. I will not be drawing, but we can like look back at all of the doodles from the course of the year and kind of reflect and talk about them for, I guess, a few hours. Thought that might be kind of fun to do. I mean, I'm already doing it, so might as well maybe let people. I mean, I might send out invites if anybody particularly wants to come in and discuss art or the doodle stream or something. I don't know. It was something I thought maybe I could do.
There you go.
Maybe, I don't know if anybody wants to say if they've got interest in that. Obviously, you can just go watch it yourself. You can just go watch all the streams again. But
or you can, if you did a stream, you could go back and reflect on some of your favorite doodles throughout the year.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like do something like that, but like do it, in a live. Or you mean like record a video on it?
Either that, yeah. Either record a video or do a live stream where you just go back and showing the ones your favorite ones that you've drawn throughout the year.
Yeah, exactly. There's like so many stories behind all of them, which is kind of cool.
Jeff, why don't you do what you did for the big show a while ago? Maybe get Ben from the first episode and grab some favorites and do a 4-panel digital art stream.
Let's see. Maybe. Might be an idea. I've been thinking about it, like doing something, because it's nice to reflect on things you've accomplished. That's definitely one of Kevin's best practices for life.
Yeah,
is to reflect on things you've done. Don't forget to stop and look back, because otherwise you're just going to keep going and it's going to feel like you're never getting anything done, really. So you have to stop and look back and reflect. And I thought, hey, maybe other people might want to join this or reflect with me or something. Okay. Mary Poppins is done, but let me color Mary Poppins, because we are at that time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Disney with a pile of money. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Oh, boy. Let's see.
Now, do you have for your show tomorrow? Do you already have planned what you're gonna draw?
No, I figured I'll just do something Christmassy, holiday related.
Oh, okay.
Because I kind of did that with the Halloween one. But I do ask the people watching, I'm like, hey, does anybody have any ideas or suggestions? And that's where I came up with the Halloween ones, was that was on people's mind. And so they were like, draw a ghost. Draw,
Yeah.
I mean, it will be Lego related because it's a Lego show.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured I'll let the audience provide me with suggestions, but I'm guessing Christmassy things. That is my plan. Okay. Oh, and I've got, okay. Unfortunately, I need to take this call real quick. So
Okay.
Bama is going to entertain all of you wonderful folks for just a minute or two. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, Howie stuff. Scrooge's Money Vault. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. DuckTales would have to be my favorite cartoon from a kid. So what are some of y'all's favorite cartoons when you were a kid? Disney cartoons or in general? I mean, either one of them. I think most of the cartoons I watched, I watched DuckTales, and I am 40 years old, Ken. Yeah, I watched DuckTales and Darkwing Duck are probably two of my favorite when I was younger. Oh, hey, call during live stream. How good, Kevin, says Joey. Lion King was the first movie you saw in theaters. Yeah, that was a good one. I think when I was a kid, that was probably upsetting at the very beginning of the movie, but it was a very good movie. Yep, same area as you, Cam. The Disney Plus added all the. Oh yes, I love the that they added all the older shows. I've already gone. I went back and watched all the DuckTales shows that they that they added, and along with the Darkwing Duck episodes. What's going on, London Bridge Bricks? Hello to you. Yeah, I had today off, so I was able to join Kevin on a stream. I normally just listen in the background also. So I got a question. Okay, London, what did you watch when you were a kid growing up, cartoon wise?
Okay. The professional's back. All right.
Yeah. Ken, I have not watched the Animaniacs reboot. I did watch Animaniacs when I was a kid.
When you were a wee lad?
Yep.
Gotcha. I did too. I don't have bad memories of Animaniacs, but it wasn't like, I don't know, super interesting to me.
Yeah.
So,
hello, nurse.
Yeah, that's basically it, right? Like over and over again. I liked the thing I liked about it is I just liked that it was like, oh, Warner Brothers, I get it.
Yeah.
Like that was it. But I just like don't, I wasn't like on the edge of my seat when they were like, we're bringing it back. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah. What's going on, Hoosier?
What is up, Hoosier?
Yeah, one of the things I like. Now I did like Pinky and the Brain.
I think I like that more than Animaniacs.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Hawkeye said he watched Little Bill and Dora and Max and Ruby and Blue's Clues and Looney Tunes.
Max and Ruby.
See, I didn't watch Max and Ruby, Blue's Clues,
Ruby and Max.
Dora. I didn't watch any of those.
Blue's Clues for sure. I watched Blue's Clues.
Oh yeah, London Bridge said Transformers, He-Man, Thundercats, Battle of the Planets.
Max and Ruby.
Yes, now I did watch He-Man and Thundercats.
Ruby and Max. Why does that look weird? I don't like that. It needs to be like maybe this. That's a little better.
Yeah, Lindsay says Pinky and the Brain is the best.
Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain.
Liz said the Animaniacs, it's great and new one is weird.
One is a genius.
The other's insane.
See, I'm just gonna keep singing. Is all. You just keep presenting other topics to get put into my head.
Jeff said his parents only let him watch Ghostbusters when he was a kid.
I wish I could impersonate that voice of the guy that does Brain.
Oh yeah,
Like that's a voice. You know,
it is.
He passed away, didn't he? That like actor.
I think so.
The original, I guess I should clarify. But like that was a great voice.
Yes, Brain. But what do we do with the cheese in our pants after midnight? Said Jeff.
What do we do? I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, it was definitely based on Orson Welles for sure.
Oh, London Bridge says that there is a where'd it go? He says that there's a statue of Mary Poppins outside the Lego store.
Where?
In London.
Oh, in London. Oh, okay. That's cool. Let's see. What does Joey ask?
Lancaster Square in London.
Gotcha. Is this a what is it? Is this a preview for the new channel, Mr. Kevin? Yeah.
Mr. Kevin Sings.
No, I did take choir though for many, many years. I sang in the school choir and even went to competitions and junk.
And yes, Lindsay, that is accurate. I do make my son watch cartoons that I watched when I was a kid.
Isn't that how you're supposed to do it?
Oh yeah. I'll be right back. I got to get the delivery at the door.
Yeah, no problem. I can take care of this stream. I don't want any trouble from you guys. Let's see here.
Yep, all of that.
Brains. Okay, maybe I'm just thinking Orson Welles. I'm just thinking him because it's based on him. So I'm thinking maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What's up, Ninja? Sneaking in here to throw a like. I'll accept those terms. Did someone say trouble? Make it double. To protect the world from devastation. To unite all peoples within our nation. Mrs. Nesbitt. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, huh? Well, because it came with me.
Oh, hold on. There we go. I wish I could be as enthusiastic about something like Mrs. Nesbitt that you are. Ninja, it's so awesome. Mrs. Nesbitt, please. I did draw Sid earlier, though. If you're still here, I can show you that in a second. Let me add an eye. just about done with this. Move on to the next one. We talking light year? We are not. But yes. This chat feed seems like it's 5 minutes behind. Does it? I don't know. Is it? All right, let's do another one. Let us do another one here. Oh, let's do the Wally.
All right, I'm back.
All right, there he is. All right, 11:34.
Yeah, Wally's been requested multiple times.
Yeah, so we need to make sure Wally happens. And then I think after that one, we're gonna do one for you, Bam. I think.
All right.
So don't forget, or I will most likely forget.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Yeah, Jeff requested Donald Duck, my favorite character.
Can we get yeah, 11:34. Okay. 11:34. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Wally. Wally. Wally has definitely been drawn a number of times over the course of the 2 years.
Yeah, that's, I would say, out of Lego sets, that's one I definitely regret that I wasn't able to get.
It was a nice little set. The whole neck issue was quite a kerfuffle. Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
Didn't they come out with like a
kit, like a fixer kit?
Yeah,
they did. Yeah, you just had to request. All you had to do was like call Lego and say, "Hey, I got a Wally set," and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, here you go." And
I wonder if you got one of the older sets that needed that. If you called them now, if they would send it out.
You know, knowing how Lego's customer service is, which is pretty stellar, I would say they probably would.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was interesting when that occurred. I remember getting one of the first like volume samples of it to like just build, and I'm like, this is really nice. I don't like that this head just falls down. I was like, what is this action going on here?
Ken said he snagged one on eBay when it was a decent price.
Nice. It also, when it came out at the time, it had a lot of Emperor's New Groove is great. It had a lot of that flame. I think Lego calls it flame yellowish orange.
Yeah.
Or also like Chima yellow, I think is what a lot of people call it. But that set, the Wally set, had a lot of it in it. Oops, those are like not the right perspective, Kevin. Kevin, would you like to learn to draw today? That would be great.
Joey said he got his Wally from a lug raffle. May or may not regret selling it. It was a fixed neck edition.
Who sold it?
Joey.
Oh, Joey sold it. Oh. Well, hey, man, if you sold it, then you had a reason to sell it at the time. Don't regret it. Okay, I need to add the actually the arm on top of this.
I wonder if they'd honor a set wrote like that the way they would to honor a defect or recall. I don't know.
Oh, they avoid that like the plague. If they can avoid a recall, they will do it at all costs, because that's just, even if it's not that big of a deal, recall implies harm, right? Like it'll harm you.
Yes.
And that it's too much of a negative PR risk. So that, like, I mean, I'm talking like at all costs, they will avoid the term recall, even though there's been a lot of products that have been less than functional or issues or revamps or fixes, but they don't call them recalls because they don't want to. Like, please don't let us call it a recall.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, it's not a recall. But there has been real recalls, but it's been a while since. I think the last one was like a train remote or something. It's like, this may overheat. Oops. We got to put the little logo down here. That's for sure.
Hawkeye Lego Man asks, are you behind on emails? If you don't
always. Always. Are you kidding me? Yeah, always. At all times. At all times.
Ken said he should sell some old sets. It was hard to let go, but again, good cause.
I think, yeah. I think according to some folks that I was working on commissions for, I think they said that the current rate, I'm 7 months behind. I think that's what the current rate is. I mean, I kind of skim most emails because if there's something like super important or time sensitive, I don't want to leave just people on, in nothing. But if it's just like, hey, this would be something cool to work on, or hey, what's your process on this? And it's like not dire. I'm like, well, I'm not going to start this because I can't start it. So I'm like, it doesn't help anybody. But I try to answer generic questions when I can, or especially time sensitive stuff I try to get on top of pretty quickly. But overall, yeah, I think I'm trending 7 months behind, which is incredibly awesome. Not stressful at all.
Oh yeah, and all this homeschooling, I'm sure that definitely did not help at all.
No, I mean, and that's the thing is I was really kind of racking my brain for a while being like, how on earth did it get this bad? Because I couldn't figure it out. Like, how on earth did it get this bad? And really it was the homeschooling. Like when I started having to do homeschooling with my son all through the week, that's when I all of a sudden it was done. Like I have not gotten out of that hole since then.
And yours is a little bit more difficult because of his age. You're basically having to.
That's exactly why, is because he is not at an age where I can just say, hey, do this. Doesn't work that way. I got to be there with him the whole time.
Oh yeah. So I'll tell you, my son's in 6th grade now. When he was in 4th grade, that is by far been the hardest year on us as far as school wise, because he had so much homework at the time.
Oh yeah.
And I could not imagine it if he was in 4th grade having to do homeschooling like at the end of last year. It would have been rough because they had all their work, but we were doing homework for almost 3 hours a night. They were so much homework home.
Yep, I believe that 100%.
And I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't be. If he would have had to do that, plus I'm having to help with school, it'd have been terrible. We've been up all night every night.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, Ray, you don't realize those extra hours are gone until they're gone. Yeah, pretty much.
And Jeff says, you're good with the time sensitive stuff, Kevin.
Yeah, I try to be, but I also fully recognize that everything is important to everybody. I get it. Everything is important to everyone. Yeah. But for me and what I'm doing and for my business, I try to be like, okay, what are we talking here? Is this an important thing for somebody? Are we talking special occasion? Are we talking, there's a lot of factors I try to play into it, but I do go in order. For the most part, everything goes in order. First job's in, first job's out. Few exceptions when there is time sensitive stuff or things like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, and yeah, the other rough thing, especially with I think with what Hawkeye is talking about, maybe I'm wrong, but I think when there's other stuff that's kind of like just more like, hey, you know, this would be cool for fun. Yeah, that's the stuff that's going to be on the back burner for a while.
Yeah.
Just because I got to get to all the people that are expecting stuff from me first. And I have a lot of those. I do have a lot of like people want like art trades and stuff, which I'm all about. I think that's cool. I'd love to do an art trade. But again, I got to get through everybody else's stuff first. And it never ends. I get one done and I have 3 new emails with new jobs ready to go. So it's like, I mean, I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted to just tell everybody I'm closed. Like, sorry, nothing's coming in. I'm doing what I got, and that's the end of it. I'm not keeping track. I'm not collecting emails. Just no. But I'm afraid that if I do that, then, you know, all it takes is to stop doing something once, and then everything stops coming in.
Well, no, but if you stop coming in, it could be potentially they'll say, well, they're not even going to give you, look at you as an option.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. You're on the money. That's a fear.
I think you'd be better off telling somebody, hey, right now I'm the earliest I would be able to start is March.
Yeah.
April would be the earliest I could start on this. If you're needing it before then, I'm not able to accommodate that, but people will understand that more.
Yeah. You know, hey, what's up, Miss Tapcat? Welcome.
Hey, Miss Tapcat.
The thing that is kind of crazy to me is that, most people, when they reach out, I tell them that. I go, hey, look, here's the deal. Like, here's where I'm at right now. And to my surprise and delight, and I guess, I mean, it's definitely a good problem to have. Most people, most of them are 100% okay with it. And they go, cool, add me to the list.
Yep.
And so
that's what I did.
And yeah, I mean, that's great. But then it's like part of me is expecting these people to, you know, say, oh, okay, well then never mind. I'll check back later. But it's like my queue just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. Like, I'm like, hey, I can do it, but it's not going to be until a year from now. Okay, cool. Add me to the list.
That's what I did. I mean, I sent you mine to go ahead and do my sig fig. I mean, I'm not, a lot of stuff is that people aren't in a rush for it. It's like they want to get it. They're not in a rush, but it's like, hey, and they know you do good work.
Yeah. So I do appreciate it. And yeah, Ken's like, exactly. That's the fear. The fear is if I close up, then people won't come back. And so it's like, I'll just keep adjusting the time frame. I'll let people know. I'm like, yeah, we're looking like, I feel like,
he's right. If you close, you'll be begging for work in 6-7 months.
Yeah. I'm going to be like a mechanic and be like, we're looking at about, just have a bunch of like slur my words around and be like, there's your problem.
Mm-hmm.
Your problem.
Then people understand if you communicate to them, they'll understand. But if you just close up, I think that would be a big mistake.
I do too. Yeah. Okay, here's the real deal, folks. I need an army of clones. Who can help me on that one?
Tim Allen can.
Nice.
And the Santa Claus too.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, imagine reading it. Can you draw something for my wedding in November 2020? Yeah. I mean, for the most part, like I said, I skim emails. So like I know if it's something like super time sensitive like that, I'll usually catch it. And be like, yeah, nope. That's my response. Like, yep, nope. Sorry.
Yeah, and Lindsay says she's constantly saying, are you on your meeting? Get on your meeting. Pay attention to your teacher. She has a 5th grader, autistic child, and a 2nd grader. Oh, yeah. Well, my son, when they first started, I had to actually set him up a desk with a chair because he was trying to sit on the sofa like I am right now with the laptop and everything. And he would try to lay down on the sofa. So I'm like, I put it next to that. The very next day I had him a desk and
I love it chair on the sofa.
Yeah. I told him, I said, no, we're not laying down. I said, you're at school. So the very next day he had office chair and a desk he was sitting at to do his schoolwork.
I love it. I love it. Hanging out on the couch. So good. All right, there's our Wally. I think I'm satisfied with Wally.
Okay. You want me to give you my request?
Yeah. Put that in the chat.
Okay.
Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh. Ugh.
There you go.
Nice. Where do I send the check for the clone machine, says Joey. Yeah, I know, man.
Hawkeye said he's floored about the Wally. It's a good job.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, folks. Oh, can you send me a picture again?
I can.
Actually, wait. Let me just Google. I bet I could find it if I just Google it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I don't know why Instagram does that. It's like a one-time shot, and then it's like, no, we're sorry, you can't look at this anymore.
Can't ask why is Bama not a mod.
Oh yeah, at this point you should be. I'll have to remind me to do that later.
All right.
Is there shenanigans in the chat?
No, this chat's been pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, David G's in the chat.
What is up, Dave? Your Patreon gift is on its way. What was I gonna say? Oh, usually when people are like in my streams and stuff, when people are like, "Why is so and so not chat?" I'm like, "Oh no, is something happening?" That's all, like, my immediate reaction is, "Uh-oh, is something occurring?" What threat level are we at?
Yeah, Ken said he was not the first to request Wally, just the most vocal.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I really like it if something gets suggested a lot. If that's not there, if something gets suggested a lot, that's good because then I know people want it. It's like, oh, okay. It's kind of like stickers because a lot of people are like, oh, you should do X, Y, or Z for a sticker, but like everybody has that one idea they want. But when it gets requested like multiple times, like I've actually had like a dozen requests for Animal Crossing now. So I'm like, oh, okay, Animal Crossing is for sure going to happen because like 3, 4, 5, 6 people have now sent me messages. So like that's happening. Because otherwise, I can't be chasing the onesie twosies all the time. That just doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can chase my own onesie twosies. Like those Earthbound stickers were 100% for me. I was like, nobody else wants these. I'm the only one that wants these, but I'm the one that makes them. So there we go. I finished. Okay, good, Joey. Good to know. I finished One Punch Man. It was an anime I was watching on Netflix. It was really good, actually. I really enjoyed it. But then it ended, and I was like, "But wait, we've got a lot of unfinished business here, and a lot of storylines that haven't been wrapped up." And I went online, and I was like, are there more seasons of this show? And there is another season, and it's not on Netflix. And I'm like, man. Yeah, that's upsetting. So upsetting. You don't have to.
When it's like they don't have all the seasons on there.
Well, because I put a bunch of shows, I put a bunch of anime on my like watch list.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I want to start on something light. So let me do something that like it's only like a season or two and not like one of these. It's like, oh, 9 seasons. You know what I'm saying? And so I picked that one because when I was looking at it on Netflix, it said 1 season. I'm like, oh, perfect. It's only 1 season long. And I was able to finish it in like a week. And then only to realize it's not 1 season. They just only have 1 season. And I was like, no, that's the worst. That's not what I wanted at all. So now I'm like unfulfilled. because I'm like, I enjoyed it and I really liked it, but now I physically can't even watch the next season. I have to find it wherever else it is.
Yeah, I usually, when I look at different shows to watch, I like to look to see if there's multiple seasons.
Yeah.
And not just one, because I don't want to just like watch one and be like, oh man, I want to keep watching it. There's no more available.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's like Breaking Bad. I waited till they were in their last season before I watched a single episode.
Oh dang. Yeah, I watched that show 100% after it was already like off.
Yeah, I finished, like, I'm talking about they were halfway through the final season. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start watching this now.
Yeah.
And then by the time I finished, the season was already over. So I got to just watch every episode in order. I'll talk about that. Kids nowadays don't have respect for what we had to do. So we have to sit there and say, Thursday night at 8 p.m. we have to watch our show. If we don't, we're never gonna be able to see it.
I love it. I can't. I live for kids these days moments. That's where it's all at. You kids these days. Oh my goodness. Something happened. What happened the other day that I was like totally lost? Something happened and I was watching Brian's game show award thing and they were talking about something. I'm like, what? What does that mean? Like, I honestly have no idea what that. I don't remember what it was though. What was it?
Exactly, Lindsay. If you missed an episode, you might as well just give it up. Back in the day.
Did you vote for / support or whatever you want to call it, whatever's the proper term? Did you support the Lego Stitch that Tyler had put up on Lego Ideas?
I did.
I think it went twice, didn't it? It went like once for real and then once as like a second chance.
Yeah. He put it up once and it went through, but it wasn't chosen.
Yeah.
And then he made some, I think he made some changes to it and submitted it again.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's so funny though, Ray, because kids these days. Did he just say kids these days? Yes. The Earthbound ones, I was like, I really, really want to do this because, you know, it is my favorite game of all time. No one's ever gonna ask me for them ever. I'm feeling the itch because I had also just finished playing the game again. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna do these now. And I am totally glad I did. I have no regrets on doing it, but nobody ever wants those. Nobody will ever want those things. I did the absolute lowest quantity I could order of them, which was like, I think like 18 was the absolute bare minimum I could order. And I did because that had to happen.
Oh yeah. It's like you talk about like kids today. So my son come home Monday and he told me he has a project at school where he has to watch TV with commercials and write a paper on it. And I'm like, okay, well, we can watch. He says, no, I have to go to Mimi and Pawpaw's because we watch commercials there. We don't watch commercials at this house. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was going to show Ninja the Sid. There's Sid, Ninja. Hold on. I'm actually going to put Stitch right there. So
yeah. It's funny because it's like, he's like, yeah, we don't watch commercials at your house, so I got to go to my Mimi and Pawpaw's.
But you know, I was just thinking about this. The amount of ads just on YouTube now is very reminiscent to just straight up commercial breaks on TV.
Oh yeah,
because I was just listening to music. And it was like, I swear, like every 3-ish minutes was another commercial or another ad, and every single ad roll is 2 ad rolls. And so it's like, oh my goodness. I was like, you're killing me. You're killing me with this.
Oh yeah. More and more people you're getting more and more ads on YouTube.
And then I'm like, I was like, when is it going to be when they update it to add the third ad? That's what I was thinking. Because that's going to happen. Sometimes you got to treat yourself, Kevin, with your found stickers. Yeah, exactly. I'm still proud of those things. Dang it. Even if nobody wants.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw some blue.
Yeah, Lindsay, that's what antenna is for. Yeah, Joey said he supported Stitch.
It's a great model.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really thought it was going to make it through. I was a little surprised. Don't forget, there's still a typewriter coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, that I didn't get. I probably won't get the typewriter, and I didn't get the piano.
The piano looks cool, but like I don't have any interest in it at all.
Yeah.
But I don't, by any means, think it doesn't look like a really neat model.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's a great model, but it's just
not for you.
Yep.
All right, we need some light purplish. Yeah, there we go.
Joey says, not to mention you have to watch at least 2 to continue the video.
Right, and the thing is that like so many more ads than I ever remember are non-skippable now. Like it's just most of them. It's like, oh, here's 2. Oh, and I have to watch them every time. All right.
That's because they can't get that money from the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't advertise to the children no more, so they have to make up that money.
Hey, what is up, Space Time Brick Studio? Welcome to the stream. Just filmed a piano for a video. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. And Lindsay said she might get the typewriter. She collects antique typewriters. That's pretty cool.
That is an interesting thing to collect. For sure. Dun, dun, dun. How are you thinking this is looking so far, Bama? No pressure.
I think it's looking pretty good.
Like, hey, compliment my work while you're here.
I think it's turning out pretty good.
Okay. That makes me happy to hear. I would have accepted the opposite feedback, but it just would have been awkward.
That's why I showed you all my other Star Wars Disney combination pictures.
Yeah,
and it's just one I don't have is Stitch, so I think it's perfect.
Nice. See you later, Ray. No problem.
All right, fun folks. Take care.
Don't forget, folks, to check out his art stream called The Sketchy Stream, and his next one is this coming Saturday, I believe. The 19th? I think that's Saturday. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. I think I need to do another Disney princess next, I think.
Okay.
We need to have one colored Disney princess,
Yeah.
I think that's like, I think I have to do that. We have some other ones, don't we, in the suggestion queue? Other Disney.
Yes, there's the Princess Frog.
Okay, that's a good one.
So you already did Belle.
Yeah, Belle has been completed.
You already did Pocahontas.
Also correct.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Looking good.
Thank you. Actually, almost done with it. Just a couple of things. A couple little things here and there. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's add a little bit of shading on the robe, and then the lightsabers, and then this one should be done.
Sounds good. Well, Joey's got to go, and you got Ariel.
Oh, that is a good one. Maybe that'll be the next one. There's some nice color in that one too, with the green and red. Green and red. All right.
Eight-bit Penelope.
Oh, nice. Nice. All right, I think I'll do some cheating with this one. We'll do. Here's where the cheating happens.
Okay.
Let's go right about there. It's not quite as big as I want it. That's all right. It's fine. I don't have any issues drawing straight lines. It's actually not that difficult for me, but it's difficult using this tablet to do it.
Yeah.
Because the tablet is like an extra large tablet,
Mhm.
but like the screen is smaller. Like they don't correlate. So it's like it makes me feel slightly dumb when I'm trying to draw straight lines, because it's like, why does that look so odd? But sometimes I got to cheat and use the old quick keys to do some of this little magic action here. Boom. There we go.
Looks good.
Nice. Thank you. All right. Let's see. So I think we're going to go with Ariel next. I think that's a great idea. It's a great suggestion. They are all good suggestions, though.
Oh, yeah.
I love all of my viewers equally. All right.
And David G says, nice Stitch crossover.
Yeah. I used the reference, but I adjusted it a little bit. I tweaked it.
Oh, yeah.
Ariel. Okay. Let's see. I don't think this will take 40 minutes to do. It shouldn't. But so that means we will probably have one more after this, and then we'll be done for today, folks.
Okay.
The time flies, I know. It always goes by instantly.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Does it go as fast, like watching it, as it does on my end?
Oh, yeah. I tell you, like, when I'm sitting there listening to it while I'm working,
Yeah.
it's like, man, I look down, and next thing I know, you're on the next drawing already.
Okay. It's just crazy to me. Like, I'm just like I feel like the first hour always goes by really fast. Like, okay, an hour's happened. And then the next, like when we get to color, that goes really fast. And then it's just like, it's done. I'm like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I wonder if it's just because, I'm making the cuts on this side. But it's just like, wow, it just goes by so fast.
Space Time Brick Studio. So it goes fast for him. Woke up 20 minutes ago.
Oh, that goes super fast. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna fix. I'm gonna stick with my tried and true formula here and try to make the likeness look right first before I do anything else.
Joey's got a phone call. He'll be back.
I know that feeling. A Disney princess short though would probably do really well. This is my business brain. My business brain's thinking again.
Yeah, you would get some like, so if you have it as listed like Disney listed as Disney princess,
yeah,
you'd have some of the younger kids, the girl kids, that would see it and
all those ones that are not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Which are all here because we know.
Oh yeah.
Because we are.
But you won't be targeting them.
No, I wasn't targeting them in the beginning. That was YouTube and stuff. I love it. That's the most ironic thing about all of it, is that like the platform itself does something bad, and so all the people that make content for the platform get punished. Like, what? How does that? I don't understand that one, but okay, fine. I mean, what can you do, right? I guess you could go to a different platform, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Why is it's a little thin?
Mm-hmm. The flowing hair.
I haven't seen this movie in a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Like, I, of course, remember like the main point of it, but like it has been a very long time since I've seen The Little Mermaid. Did they do a live action one of this one yet? No, it's in the works. It's in the works, right? That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the Dumbo live action.
That's with Danny DeVito, right? He's like the ringmaster.
Yes, I believe so.
Danny DeVito. Love it. Gotta love Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, John says, last drawing should be Mickey Mouse. I mean, how could you do a Disney stream without him?
Oh, that's also very true. That's very, very true. You got a point.
Yep.
If you don't have a Disney princess and you don't have a Mickey Mouse, did you do a Disney stream?
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you think, John.
Hawkeye, Lego Man. Kevin, you should do your own characters for mini comics and share them to everyone.
I should do my own comics? Is that what you said?
For mini comics, your own characters.
Oh. I would love to do some comics. I mean, I do the Bricks in the Middle comics, but that's already horribly neglected. I just feel I got actually a really funny story ready to go whenever I make another one that's specifically about the pandemic and everything.
Okay.
But it's just, that's another one of those things that's hard for me to justify putting time into it because it makes no income for me. So it's like, I hate to kind of keep coming back to this point, but this is how I pay bills. And so it's like, if I can't make money on it, can I afford to spend the time on it?
Oh yeah. Well,
And,
with you being backed up like you are, I can understand that.
But I would love to do more with Bricks in the Middle because I enjoy it a lot. And I would love to do my own. I've got a couple like original storylines that has zero things to do with Lego, believe it or not. And I would love to do those too, but that's a lot of time. And I would need to feel like I was in a position that I could allocate the time to do it without worrying about groceries. Dad, why aren't we eating this month? Well, you see,
I decided to do a comic, so we're not going to get it.
I decided to do a comic this month. I'm sorry, everybody.
Here's some ramen noodles, son.
Exactly. Hey, he likes them, so that's okay. It works out.
Ramen noodles for lunch and dinner, son.
Exactly.
We got all the different flavors, so you don't get tired of the same flavor.
Yeah, hey, mix it up.
Now I got a question, Kevin.
Yeah.
When after leaving the Lego group,
yeah,
did you ever apply to try to do animation for any type of company, or did you automatically knew that you were going to go and do your own?
Well, I mean, I spent almost a full year preparing to lose my job because, they were like, hey, a lot of you are going to get fired. So, oh, well,
yeah,
be prepared. So like I had spent months thinking, what am I going to do if this happens? And I kept thinking, if I don't try to make a concentrated effort into my art, my own personal artwork, I don't think I'm ever going to do it. Like that was a thing that kept popping through my head is that if I don't take this opportunity, which is like to go all in, then I don't ever think it's going to happen. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to make art ever. It just like, I didn't think I'd be able to make it my job. I mean, there's things you can do, right? Like I could do art for a company or whatever, but I don't know if there's many companies I would like to do it for. Yeah. Because I feel like if it's going to be a company, I should want to, especially something creative. Like I feel like I need to be able to have passion about it.
Yeah.
And so I did look at some like key companies. Like I was looking, hey, is Nintendo hiring a concept artist of some kind? Of course they weren't. What was something else I looked? I looked at a couple, but there was nothing like available. And so I just said, all right, whatever. I'm going to try to do this. Let's see if it works. And it's okay. We're not on the street.
Yeah. You're eating. You have a roof over your head.
Indeed. Okay. I need to shrink this because it is too big to continue.
Yeah. Lindsay says her sister wants to work for Pixar, but it's hard to get in there.
Yeah. It's basically hard to get anywhere in like creative fields because there's a lot of amazing people and everybody, there's a lot of very talented, amazing, incredible folks. And then a lot of people want to work there. So it's like, I think maybe I actually shrank it too much. It's like, trying to be a professional ball player.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to do it, and a lot of people are very talented and could easily do it. But you have a lot of other people that are just as talented trying to get the same kind of thing going.
Yep.
But I don't regret what I've been doing, and I I can't say for sure if this is going to work out long term because I still don't know. I can tell you that for my own sanity, mental health, physical health, and all that stuff, the current rate at which I'm having to work and produce content and focus on social media and post here, post there, post here every day, like that is not sustainable. No, I couldn't do this forever. It already like adds enough stress to my plate. But of course I'm doing it all in the hopes that it's building something and that I won't have to always do that. But I don't know if we're at that point yet.
Yeah.
Let me fix this hair a little bit. It's like too short. Something like right there. But I am proud of everything that I have created in the time I've done it.
That's good.
Except for those few things that like BFAB was talking about where I'm disappointed. Like that's terrible. There's actually been a few commissioned work for other people that I'm not necessarily super satisfied with. And I'll send them off for like review. Cause I always do that with my clients. I try to do as many check-ins as I can. Like here, is this working? Is this working? Because that's another huge fear is that, oh, I didn't like that. Why did you do that? I'm like, that was like 17 hours of work to do that. So I'd rather catch it at the pass. And so there's been a few times where I've sent stuff off and I'm like, I really don't like this, but let's see what the client, and the client like loves it. Like, okay, I guess this is what we're doing. And so I end up doing it, but I'm not necessarily like sold on it. It's just like, right, well, they liked it. So
that's what matters.
That's really all that matters. Like, you like it. So
no, man. Now I know you've done some of the like sig figs for the Lego Masters.
Yeah.
For the US. Have you done any with any of the Lego Masters from other countries?
So I have one of the contestants from Lego Masters Italy has contacted me. And he has been, shall we say, very, very persistent. Because he is on the upcoming season. They literally just started showing previews for it like days ago.
Yeah.
So the show hasn't even aired, but he's on it. He's a contestant on the show, and he is like bombarding me. Like, I need this. I need this. I need it done. I need it now. I need you to bump me up. I need to be like next in line. And like the show's premiering, I'm like, okay, none of those things are really my problem, but okay. Yeah. Like, you're in line, like everybody else is in line.
He's trying to maximize his because of being on the show.
Totally. I get it. Totally. I understand. But, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But. Oh, my God.
It'll cost you.
Yeah, it's like, however, because I still have two people from the US Lego Masters who are just in queue. They were a little late to the party.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, hey, I want one of these too. I'm like, well, okay, but you're going to have to wait too. But it's kind of neat though. I've almost drawn all of them.
That's cool. You talking about the U.S. ones?
Yeah, the U.S. contestants. I've almost drawn every single one of them.
You get them. Hopefully you'll get the upcoming Lego Masters.
Yeah.
You can just be the Lego Master.
Unofficial, official artist.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's fine. They definitely, you know, the Lego Masters that I have done work for are definitely some of my biggest, like, word of mouth advertisers.
Yeah.
Like they, you know, Boone says like, hey, look what Kevin drew. And then I've got 15 emails. It's like, all right.
What's going on, Fazoom? Welcome back.
Fazoom is back.
Yeah, Kevin Hinkle, unofficial artist to the Lego Masters.
I like the sound of that. That works for me. What color are these seashells? Are they purple or blue? They are purple. All right. Yeah. Purple.
Hawkeye says, I'm still figuring out if I'm auditioning tomorrow.
You should probably get on that.
Yeah.
You should probably figure out if you are or not, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I know they've been bombarding our lug.
Yeah, they do
asking, wanting people.
They do that. I was actually, I was contacted a lot last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had Facebook messages, I had Flickr mails, I had Facebook Messenger. I had a bunch of people reach out to me, and I was not interested, or I wouldn't say I wasn't interested, but I didn't want to apply because I thought it would be a conflict of interest considering my employment.
Yeah.
My prior employment. I figured it was basically too soon.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is, and after they just kept sending me messages, I finally responded. I was like, hey, look, I don't mean to sound rude. Like, thank you for asking me, but I've been asked like 6 times by 6 different people. And the reason I haven't replied to any of you is because I don't think it would look good because I used to work for them for a dozen years.
Yeah.
And one of the ladies was like, well, when did you stop working? And I'm like, this year. She's like, oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. We want you on. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I still did the audition thing and whatever. And it is what it is. But then this year, fast forward to this year, I got a text message, which I was not 100% comfortable with. But I got a text message from the same lady asking me if I wanted to reapply. And I did not respond to that because we had 0 text exchanges last time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not super comfortable with the fact that you have texted me. I wasn't comfortable with it. So I was like, no.
Yeah, I think you do good in it.
Well, thank you. I just don't want to, I don't want to get like pigeonholed into this role.
Yeah.
It's like, I like my Lego friends and we do some cool Lego stuff, but I just can't be the Lego guy forever.
I mean, you could use it to even propel your art even higher.
I mean, I could, but somehow I feel like it wouldn't go in the direction I'd want it to go.
Oh yeah, I can understand that.
Fazoom says, how far did you go? Oh, I didn't go far. I had the one face-to-face Skype meeting with one of the casting people, which doesn't mean anything. I didn't get to the build stage. That's really the only, like, for all of you folks out there that are watching and interested in Lego people, I'm going to tell you right now, for your own sake, for your own mental sake of being like nervous or wondering what's going on, until you get to that point in the interview where you are actually given a build challenge, a specific challenge, build us this and show us the thing you built, you are not a serious contender.
Yeah.
You're not in the running.
We have one of the people in our lug that they've had multiple build challenges they've completed.
Yeah, then that person's in the running. That person's in the running for sure.
I'm not going to say who it is on the stream, but you know who it is. It's when I tell you their name, I'll tell you off stream. Yeah,
it's just like there's just so many stages to it. And there's so many people casting, and I mean, they'll talk to you 1,000 times. They'll have phone calls with you, Skype me, but until you are given a build challenge, you're not in the running. And it's just like, I only say that because so many people get their hopes up. And then you start, it's actually kind of funny too, because then you start getting all these people and all these like streams and on social media being like coy. They're like, let's just say I had a meeting with a certain casting agent. It's like, no, okay, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. It's like, you're fine. It's just like, of course you have to do that. You have to go through the stages, but that's it. Build stage that's when things get serious. Because you passed.
Did you go out for it?
You've passed all their litmus tests and you look good on camera and you have a good personality. So now they actually want to see if you can build. That's like the last thing. It's the last thing on the roster after you've done everything else.
Oh yeah. It's like, I know Nick, he was, him and his son were hoping to have a chance at it this year. because they said they were going to allow kids, but then they came back because of with the COVID restrictions and everything like that. And then lowering the timeline, they actually changed it to be 18 plus.
Yeah.
Which I can understand because when you have kids, you have so many more strict labor laws.
All right, we're gonna wrap up with Mickey Mouse because I think that was a very reasonable thing to say. And I think did Howie say a statue of Mickey? I thought at some point.
No, it was.
Somebody else said that.
Yeah.
Wait, Hawkeye said that.
Hawkeye said it. Yeah, he said. I put it in there. Walt statue with Mickey.
I will do half of that. I will definitely take that request and do half of it.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think I have enough time to do both. That's it. That's the reason. All right, let's see.
I was surprised that there wasn't you were inundated with Star Wars requests.
Well, there was a bunch at the beginning.
Well, I mean, you had Mando at the beginning. That was pretty much it, wasn't it?
There was one clone, I thought.
Oh, okay.
Right? There was a clone from something. But you're right. In general, no, there wasn't like a bombardment.
Yeah.
I guess this is going to look slightly weird without Walt. And it's like he's holding nobody's hand. Mm-hmm. What's up, Bonnie? We got half of the Brick Bunnies TV is present.
How you doing today, Bonnie?
And thank you, Joey, for the compliment. I assume that was a compliment towards Ariel. I can only assume. All right, how do you feel, Bama, as a self-proclaimed Disney fan? Are you content with today's sampling?
Oh yeah, I think it was much better than what I was expecting.
Oh, good. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I was expecting like some of the other cartoon characters, but as far as the people, I think it was. I guess I was thinking it was going to be more of like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Whereas it's been a lot more of you had a bunch of princesses, Jafar, Genie, stuff like that, which I think was.
I gotcha. Everybody knows that my favorite thing is that's not what I expected. That's my favorite bit of feedback.
Yeah, it's definitely much, much better than I was expecting.
Cool. Well, that makes me happy. Especially, like I said, you're a Disney fan, so gotta make sure the Disney fans are satisfied with the Disney content.
And Lindsay said she's a huge Disney fan. She's loving it.
Oh, nice. Thank you. This one is another one of those. There's a couple themes. I mean, I guess you could really say all the themes, to be honest, but there's a couple themes in particular that I think definitely merit repeating annually.
Mm-hmm.
So like Disney, I think you could do it every year. You could always have. I plan to have a Lego one every year. There'll always be a Lego themed Doodle stream.
Star Wars
could probably be every year. So yeah, there's a few that like could easily keep getting repeated.
Oh yeah. And I'll tell you, I like the fact that you've changed to being more oriented to a theme, the streams, instead of just everything out there.
I do too. I really enjoy that, and it always goes in places I don't expect it to go. And I don't have any plans to change it. I think I like that. That's been like one of the best changes, I think, to the show overall. Yeah. And I do think maybe once a year I'll do a freestyle one. Maybe I think that's okay.
Yeah. Ninja from the Brick says, "Well, I'll be here next year for that the Nesbit."
The Nesbit, yeah. Like I'll come back around. I'll be back. You save that for me.
And Cece says, "Thoughts for shorts, Kevin? Disney, Marvel, Star Wars."
Yeah, all those things.
If you sketch a character from Cyberpunk, then might pop too.
I appreciate that, CC. I really do. I'm trying. I'm at that point now at the year where I'm like, I've been doing this for 2 years and I've got things going up almost every day and I still don't have 1,000. Come on. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So any input is good input and I appreciate it and I'm thankful for it.
Yeah. And CC, love the theme streams and Joey's theme streams for the win.
Yeah. This was a couple people suggested this, but Brian was really the one that like pushed me over the edge to just do it.
Yeah.
Because Brian was like, you should just do it themed. And I'm like, I've heard that from a few other people. And he's like, yeah. And so you should do it. And I was like, okay.
I think it's been great. I mean, because you got so many more, like a lot of the ideas that you see come out are just completely different than what a lot of people were commenting on regular.
Yeah, true. And the thing too with it is that when it's not themed, and I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing, but people tend to go to what's top of mind and what's the current trend, right? Like what's trendy right now.
Oh yeah.
And so because of that, you would have certain things just kind of get repeated over and over and over again because it's hot right now. So it's like, that was when I remember specifically being like, everybody, I am not drawing Baby Yoda anymore. Stop it. It was like I drew Baby Yoda 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I'm done. And because it's hot. It's like, that's the thing at the moment. And so when you have it like theme like this, you're kind of forced to not do that. It's like, oh, well, can't do that. I remember putting Baby Yoda on the banned list. I was like, no.
And Hawkeye says, do you have any information on the auditioning for Lego Masters Season 2?
Do I?
I've got some emails if you need a contact.
I've got a text message that I didn't respond to. Oh, I guess I'm going to add that he doesn't have the tail in the statue, but he's got a tail. So.
Yeah.
It's maybe like they put it so that it's like going up
behind him.
Maybe up his back, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not in this statue. It's like there's no tail. And just, imagine that Walt is holding his hand.
And Joey says, gears have been turning in my neck of the woods.
Oh, for what?
I'm guessing Lego
Ideas
Masters.
for your Lego Masters stuff?
Reed said Chester's probably close to being on banned list.
Oh, yeah. But you know what, Reed? You find a way to somehow sneak him in, which I almost applaud. I'm like, Chester again? Like, today's theme is ice. Can you do Chester frozen in ice? Oh, all right. Today's theme is animals. Oh, good. Chester's an animal.
Okay, yeah. Today's theme is green. Can you do a frog being eaten by Baby Yoda?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I do appreciate that people can make that happen. Like they can manipulate is a hard word, but like manipulate the scenario so that it can.
Jeff said Zoom interview went out last week for Lego Master 2.
All right, this statue is like a goldy kind of yellowish. Can I get the right color though? That's the question.
Yeah,
probably not. What happened to Walt? We ran out of time. Don't ask. Don't ask.
Stay tuned next year.
Yeah, next year, part 2. Yeah. Part 2. Who's up for part 2? Part 2.
And Jeff said, if you've had an interview, you'll hear back between now and January.
Oh, so if you were wondering, no, I will not do a stream on Christmas Day. So that's not going to happen. So that means
you want to spend time with your family instead of drawing?
I mean, that's not the question, though. So the stream next week will be the last stream for 2020. That will be the last Doodle stream for 2020. It will be themed Christmas, holiday. I think I'll probably name it Christmas, but it can be whatever holiday.
Okay. It's gonna be like a 24-hour holiday stream.
Yeah, it's not going to be that. So it'll be the normal. It'll be the normal amount of time. But that'll be the kind of the end holiday thing, and then yeah, I think I will do some kind of reflection stream at some point after Christmas, but before New Year's. So look for details on that. It will not be me drawing though. It'll be like maybe us going back and looking through the year's worth of things, or maybe I'll have people on with me. I'll figure it out. I got some time to figure it out, but there'll probably be something, because I think that would be kind of fun to do. Kind of reflect on the year's worth of drawings.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot, actually, quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
I know, because I'm trying to put them all together in a collage. Kind of get some
Baby Yoda Life Day Tree.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's also been kind of fun, is seeing the different thing, like what things got repeated over and over again. That's what I mean, even with a theme, there's stuff that gets repeated, and that's not a bad thing, but just like, it's interesting to see what stuff makes it time and time again. And yeah, man.
What has been your best seller sticker wise in your store?
So there's a couple. The rainbow minifig head. That one has been huge. The classic skull, if you remember that one. That one was big. That one sold out. So nothing that wasn't Lego related, I'll say that. nothing that wasn't Lego related is a top seller. So yeah, those were pretty big. Batman was huge until Lego told me I couldn't sell them anymore. So that one was a big one. The pirate one does really well. I'm trying to think of the ones that like.
Now, how many has Lego told you cannot sell no more?
They have told me to not sell Emmett.
Okay.
Batman.
All
the classic happy face smiley. Benny.
Okay.
Is that it? Oh, and here's the oddest out of all of them. The white classic spaceman.
Oh wow.
No other color. Just white. Apparently all the other colors are fine. And yeah, Jeff, so yeah, I mean the Super Bricks O'Brien one was, I mean, to be honest, yeah, that's actually my most popular product I've ever done. But it's also kind of like the thing that wasn't, like, I did the artwork, but it really wasn't me. It wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
But I'm very thankful that Brian allowed me to do that. And you know, he was definitely helping me by trying to expose my work to his audience. And it happened. There was exposure. We've gotten some people that have crossed over. I believe Lindsay was one of those people who came over and said, "Hey, this guy's not so bad. We can hang out here for a little while." But that one was insane just on its own right, because I did 50 of those Super Bricks O'Brien stickers, and then all 50 sold out in 26 hours. And then I did a second order for 50, and those sold out in 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
And I've had nothing even come close to that on my own accord. Not even in the same, like, universe as that. So here's our, like, Mickey statue thing. There he is. Holding nobody's hand.
You can imagine he's holding your hand.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? And that's right, Hawkeye. There was actually a lot of docs. Doc has been requested quite a bit over the course of the last 2 years. There's a lot of doc drawings. All right, so we are at the end of the stream. Let me unplug my tablet and get that out of the way as per usual, so I can give my full attention to our tour. Let me turn off this comment. Where did it go? Boop. There we go.
Joe said, "Oh wow, I was 11 minutes behind."
Whoopsies. Whoopsie doodle. Okay. So, all right. Today was Disney themed. We are at the end. We are not doodling anymore for today. But let me take you guys through everything we drew. We've got, we started things off with the Mandalorian up here, upper right-hand corner. We've got Princess Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I still don't like that Goofy, but there's Goofy. It's the eyes. I just messed up the eyes is what it was. But Goofy is there. Or some kind of relative of Goofy. Here is Genie from Aladdin. And there's Jafar. The Jafar is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there.
I think the Genie's really good.
I like the face.
Yeah.
Face. Thank you. Okay, we've got Sid from Toy Story down here. He's got a perfect expression.
And the match in his hand.
Oh, the match for sure. So there's Sid, and that's and Pocahontas is up here. That was our black and white drawings. There we go. And then we move into color. We've got Mary Poppins. And here's Wally. This is definitely the most detailed Wally. I've done Wally a few times, but this is the most detailed one, I think. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, and I already unplugged my tablet. Dang it. All right.
What?
I'll have to do this with the mouse. Oops. I need to color. I didn't color the little E. I left that blank because I was going to do that. And then I didn't do it. And now I don't have. Oh, no. There you go. There it is. All right. So there's Wally. We've got Stitch as a Jedi. Little crossover mashup design. This is the Mickey Mouse, the statue of Walt and Mickey, but Walt is gone. It is just Mickey Mouse. It would have been really cool if I finished it. Oh well. Here we got Ariel from The Little Mermaid. While you're at it, do a simple cockroach. And is that it? I think that's it, right? That's all. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is about average. This is what I do. I was trying to see like a while ago, what's my average number I do? And it's like in that 10 to 15 range.
Well, I think with this one, with so many like people characters, I think they take a little bit longer than some.
Yeah. Yep, they do. Thank you, CC. Great stream once again. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you, Bama, for volunteering to join on this side of the screen.
Oh, it was my pleasure, bud.
Yeah, thanks for constantly watching and commenting most of the time. Everybody else, as always, I appreciate you guys being here. Remember that the time lapse drops the Monday following. I'm thinking about changing that. I might change it to Sunday. I don't know. I'm just trying to play around and see what works better, but there will be a time lapse, 5-minute time lapse that will either drop on Sunday or on Monday. Don't forget about the prints. Look for information soon on 2019 and 2020 prints for sale. I will only be ordering what people request ahead of time. I will not have extra inventory. And don't forget the Etsy store. I've marked down all the original artwork. Everything got slashed up to 50% off on everything. All original artwork, all the costs were marked down. So you got stuff at $20, you got stuff at $15 and $30. And thank you again to all the folks who support my work on Patreon. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you're checking your post box, your mailbox, post box. Check your mailbox because your special Christmas gift was mailed out yesterday. Every single one of you got it, except for I think there's 2 people on the list that say, I do not want to receive mail from Mr. Hinkle. Okay, all right. That's fine with me. Still appreciate your support regardless. Thanks everybody for watching. I will see you next Friday for the Christmas themed stream, which will be our last Doodle stream for the year. Anything you'd like to say, Bam, before we end?
Great stream. I look forward to next year's streams.
Nice. Appreciate you. All right, everybody.
Thanks for letting me join you.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye.